Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are living in amazing times. History is being made, and I'm not talking about coronavirus. Um, Currencies, what we trade for work, what we trade for time. History is being made. A year ago, I didn't know what a fiat currency was, or fiat money, in this as is referenced in this article here. Fiat money is like United States dollar. That's a fiat currency. It's government-backed. Canadian dollar, for example. I just want to draw attention to this article here in Traders Magazine. Cryptocurrencies will replace fiat by 2030, according to a study by Germany's largest financial conglomerate, Deutsche Bank. I believe it's actually going to happen. I think we're actually seeing it start right now. Perhaps you could say that completion of the move will occur by 2030, but it's already happening right now. One of the things we'll take a quick look at here is the chart for Bitcoin. Bitcoin versus the United States dollar. Look at this. Each candle in this chart, by the way, equals 1 day of time. So you can see what's been happening with Bitcoin here. We're in a bit of a pullback, and now we're recovering, going up we go again. So if we now change each candle to the monthly chart, look at that. So in order for this chart to go up, either one of two things has to happen. Either United States dollar becomes worth less, or Bitcoin becomes worth more. Now, in this case, this chart has gone up because both things are happening at the same time. If we take a look at the dollar index, this gives us an idea of what's been happening with the United States dollar. Each one of these candles equals 1 month. Let's go back to the daily here. So each candle now equals 1 day. You can see what's been happening to the United States dollar. It peaked back in March of 2020. We all know what happened then. And then you can see the steady continuous drop here as quantitative easing, which basically is governments making money out of thin air. As quantitative easing has happened, the governments have printed trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars worth of United States dollars. Well, obviously, the chart's going to go down. Now, anybody who wants to save money, we were all taught all of our lives, work hard, save your money, buy a house. Okay, well, if you're saving money, you better not be saving it in fiat currencies because you can see where it's going, and it's unfortunately got a ways to go yet. So the question is, what are the options? Well, you can see there's an awful lot of people that are, there's a big trend that's happening here. An awful lot of people are buying cryptocurrencies. Now, Bitcoin has pulled back a little bit, and I believe it will go higher, but eventually Bitcoin is going to start to come down because there are some very serious problems with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, first of all, is very bad for the planet. It requires tremendous amounts of electric power and processing power, first of all, to even create the Bitcoin, that we call that Bitcoin mining. And it also requires quite a bit of electrical power to even do transactions. So if I want to buy something from you with Bitcoin, it actually quite electrically expensive. And so it's also very slow. I can do a e-transfer through my bank here in Canada using Interac to another friend within minutes, but Bitcoin takes several hours. And I know that because I've bought several things in Bitcoin, and it's actually quite inconvenient. So this brings altcoins to the forefront. And one of the altcoins that's been getting a lot of attention recently is a currency called XRP. And by altcoin, we mean alternative coin. Bitcoin is great. Bitcoin, I believe, has done its job. It has really been on the front page of most financial publications now for a long time. People now realize they have an option. It's the people's money. The governments cannot print Bitcoin. Nobody can print Bitcoin. Quantitative easing can never, ever devalue Bitcoin or XRP or any cryptocurrency for that matter, because it's built in. Scarcity is built in. You can't, cryptocurrencies don't grow on trees, right? So that will never happen with cryptocurrencies. So people see that, and right now before their eyes, they're seeing what's happening. to the fiat currencies. And so they're buying hard assets. They're buying gold. They're buying real estate. They're cautiously buying stocks to various companies on the stock market, but that is hanging by a very thin thread right now, depending on who you're talking to. But cryptocurrencies are really becoming, and really already have become, a very, very valid store of wealth. So this brings us to XRP, and this is really the purpose of my video. I hope you've stuck with me right now through all the way through that introduction, because I've got some value here for you. If you have any money sitting around, this is something you really want to look at. There's a lot happening with XRP right now. XRP has been created in the wake of Bitcoin, and the designers of XRP, a company called Ripple, is the company that created it, Brad Garlinghouse and others on his team. They've created it for a number of reasons, primarily to solve cross-border payments. So if a big banker wants to transfer several $1 billion from Japan, a bank in Japan, to America, XRP has been designed as the bridge currency to do that. So it's a very powerful, very, very powerful thing. There's a lot of people that are holding it right now as an asset. Now, it has gained the attention of the SEC in the US. And as you can see, if you look carefully at this chart here, see this big drop? Let's see when that was. That was December 19th. December 17th was the peak. And it really started to fall off right after, in that week before Christmas. Now, this has happened because the SEC has actually sued Ripple, and there was a lot of uncertainty, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. We call that FUD, and there's our FUD right on a financial chart right here. Brought XRP down to around 22. Actually, it dropped as low for a little while as 17 cents. Since then, it's come back up, and here I'd like to draw attention to today. And I'm going to go to a different time frame so we get a little bit better of a view. This is what has happened today. Pretty exciting stuff. So the question is why? Why are we now sitting at 43 cents with a peak of just over 50 cents? Well, there's some reasons for that. One of them, I want to introduce you to a YouTuber that I respect very much. This gentleman here, his name is Jeremy Hogan. Jeremy is a lawyer, and this is his wheelhouse here. Exactly these sorts of cases. I don't know if he owns XRP himself, but he certainly has taken a lot of interest in this case that the SEC has brought against Ripple, and he makes some very, very good points. So, Jeremy, shout out to you. Really, really appreciate you and what you're doing on your channel here, Legal Briefs. You don't have to do this for us, but you're sharing really, really good high-level legal information with us. And for those of us who hold XRP, we really appreciate folks like Jeremy. So thank you. I'm going to just play a couple clips from his video. Make sure you guys go over, find Legal Briefs on YouTube, subscribe, and like his videos. We want folks like this to get as much traction as possible on YouTube. So I'm going to play this one clip here. Pretty interesting here. He in this clip, actually, he stayed up real late, drank a bunch of cups of coffee, and went through Ripple's response to the SEC, which just came out yesterday. So this is a fairly new video, as you can see.
When you are sued, you can either answer the allegations and respond to them, or you can file a motion to dismiss. A motion to dismiss simply says that the lawsuit is deficient in some way, or that even if the allegations in the lawsuit were true, the lawsuit still fails. And I have looked at some of the other actions that Ripple has been involved in, and they have filed motions to dismiss in the past, but that is usually a hassle or a delay tactic. I often get motions to dismiss from insurance companies because they want to drag things out and save themselves money. Ripple is not taking that approach here, so that clues me in that they want this litigation to move forward quickly, which is good for XRP in general. The second thing...
All right, we'll stop it there. Thank you very much, Jeremy. So what you see here is that Ripple is not doing what most people who've been sued would do, and they look for the easiest way out of the lawsuit. Instead, they're saying, oh, you've sued us, have you? Okay, well, in that case, and they're taking it to its logical conclusion. So that has given investors a tremendous amount of confidence. That's why you see this chart here going up, and they're confident for very, very good reason. We know. In fact, Jeremy has been quite clear in sharing with us his thoughts about the strength of the lawsuit from the SEC. He's been pretty clear with the fact that he doesn't really see a whole lot of legal basis for the SEC's lawsuit. I personally feel that probably the lawsuit from the SEC is more to create precedent, perhaps to create case law, just to make it clear, to bring regulatory clarity for cryptocurrencies in the U.S., because cryptocurrencies are not going away. It's not going to be long. You're going to be going to Burger King and you're going to be paying, probably not with Bitcoin, possibly with XRP. It doesn't really matter. Once your money is in cryptocurrencies, you can change it over. If you hold it in XRP, you can change it to Ethereum or whatever you want within milliseconds and then make your payment to your vendor. So it doesn't really matter what the payment currency is. It just matters that you're in the cryptocurrency world, and that's very, very soon. I believe a lot sooner than 2030. So another thing before I jump up from Jeremy's video here, I want to bring up at 7 minutes 52 seconds in, he makes another very good point, and I'd just like to share that with you.
Of XRP. So in effect, Ripple itself has requested the complete ruling that the SEC did not. Ripple is saying they want a full determination from the court that XRP is not a security. Ripple could have escaped this lawsuit with no such finding if it had wanted, because the SEC didn't find it. And here it is raising the major issue itself. So this blew my mind. I mean, I had to sit down, I drank my second cup of coffee. I had to rethink my thinking about this lawsuit entirely after seeing this. You see, honestly, I had assumed really that Ripple would tiptoe into defending the lawsuit looking for a quick settlement, but I apparently underestimated Ripple's belief in its position. This affirmative defense shows that Ripple truly believes it can and will win, not just on certain offerings of XRP, but all of them. When I read that affirmative defense, I was kind of like Morpheus in the Matrix.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
Beginning to believe. So guys, if you don't hold XRP, you may be wondering, what's all the excitement about? Okay, so here's where this gets exciting. All right, there was a time when Bitcoin was 42 cents per Bitcoin. Bitcoin is now, let's actually look. Let's see what it is right now. Okay, Bitcoin is $34,277. Okay, so now if I had, I own, well, I'm not going to tell you how many Bitcoin how many XRP I own, but it's a lot. Let's just say, let's pull up a calculator. All right. So let's say you buy 1,000 XRP right now, which would cost you less than $500 US. Okay. Now let's say that 1,000 at 50 cents, right? So let's just say, to make it easy, so it's $500 worth, right? Okay. So now let's say that price at 50 cents, right, goes to $34,000. Okay. Now you bought, how many of those? You bought 500, right? Or you bought 1,000. Okay, that's $17 million. So if we see the kind of growth with XRP that we have seen with Bitcoin, you could easily turn $1,000 into 17 million. So that's why guys like Jeremy here are getting excited. That's why I'm excited. It's a tremendous opportunity. We are on the cusp of a revolution, a financial revolution. And those of you who are educated, who know what's going on and know how to take advantage of it, will be the ones who will profit massively. Your lives will change forever. And those of you who keep your noses down and you keep saving your fiat currency and keep working your job, well, you're going to end up on the bottom end of this revolution. And by revolution, I'm not talking about blood in the streets or anything, but I'm just talking about a big change. So it's pretty exciting stuff. So I think anybody who has any care about their future, about their finances, this is something to pay attention to. Now, there's a lot of people. Now, in terms of revolution, there is a whole kind of a group, I suppose you could call, of people who are really sick and tired of what the financial elites have been doing in our country. I really don't count myself as part of that, but I certainly do observe it with interest. What we're seeing recently with GameStop, if you haven't heard about that, all you need to do is just Google GameStop, and you'll see what's happened with them. Pretty crazy stuff. So, this is 4 hours. 10-year-old investor makes big bucks on the GameStop shares he got. So basically, there was a bunch of people came together and did some things, and basically some of the big investors in the market lost on their short positions, and a bunch of people pumped the stock and made a big money on a long position. Now, what I have no interest in that, but what's interesting is there is a plan to do exactly that with XRP. Look at this here. XRP price. This is Cointelegraph. XRP price gains 86% after Wall Street bets crypto wing will pump it. Look at that. XRP price underwent a strong 86% breakout in the early trading hours of January 30th as the fourth-ranked cryptocurrency by market cap became the new coin of focus in the Wall Street Bets cryptocurrency-focused offshoot. So this is now getting a lot of attention. Another thing that just came up is there's a Telegram. There is a Telegram chat which has just been started. It now has 102,000 members, and it's growing very quickly. And these guys they have an intention to pump the value of XRP on February 1st at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. I will not be participating in that because I'm actually not 100% familiar with the legality of that. But it's something I'm watching from the sidelines. So there's a lot happening right now. I am not a financial advisor. Doing anything I tell you to do is a very bad idea. I do this as a hobby. My purpose for this video is more just to bring your interest, and it's really to call anybody whose head is in the sand financially, you're just working your job. Maybe you feel like you're losing hope. Maybe coronavirus has thrown a wrench into your plans for your future. I don't know what, but my call to you is to get up, do your research, do your homework, and take advantage of this coming financial revolution. Really, we're already in it. I have a whole group of traders that I work with here in my city and online. If you want more information, send me a text. The best way to contact me is actually through Facebook, facebook.com, Steve Coleman 1. That's my Facebook. Send me a friend request. There I am right here. So yeah, go ahead and send me a friend request or send me a text, facebook.com/Steve Coleman 1. And I can definitely get you connected with some pretty good education as well, and give you a few more pointers that could be more helpful to you directly in terms of your context and just really where you're at. So yeah, definitely contact me, send me a text, and I can help you if you're interested in capitalizing on this amazing time that we are in. All right, so that's all for now. Have a great weekend, everybody.